Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. I still don't care if the price of XRP keeps falling. Why? To be honest, there are numerous explanations. However, according to this report from the Crypto Fundamentals, large investors have amassed 1.5 billion XRP and more. You now control 26.8% of the total available XRP. It's been interesting to observe the decline in XRP ledger activity this year compared to past years, as described accurately in this video. Nevertheless, and as we progress through the video, I'll show you why that's not necessarily a negative thing. Nonetheless, in what ways how have the biggest of the biggest investors performed? How do the savvy investors act? It's not that I'm trying to mislead you, but please understand that I'm not implying that all wealthy people are also necessarily bright. But generally speaking, the organizations and people out there with more money got there for a reason, so they are less likely to make stupid decisions or behave like the typical retail living speculators out there who just follow one another off a cliff to their own demise if panic sets in. And growth in personal wealth is manifesting itself here. Therefore, I shall explain everything in detail. But before we go any further, let me make it perfectly clear that I am not qualified to give financial advice. And you know that you shouldn't make any financial decisions based on what I say, right? I'm just a fan who occasionally posts videos to YouTube discussing random crypto-related things for kicks. XRP is currently trading at 48 cents, while Bitcoin has dropped to $27,140 as I record this. Which begs the question, why do I not care? Well, as is customary, XRP is falling because Bitcoins are falling. This is merely the asset class behaving normally. Crypto is unpredictable. Thus, I won't react based on my feelings. I've been here for so long that the constant shifting no longer affects me emotionally. Here's a chart of XRP's price over the past week, though, and as you can see, it's rapidly descending. But consider Bitcoin's weekly chart. Check out how it behaves at the final column in this graph. The two are interchangeable. The XRP currency just followed Bitcoin's lead. Therefore, it's not as though there's something horribly wrong here. And then there are stories like these, which are completely unnecessary for me to read. I merely want to make a more general statement. Fifth wave can reduce XRP to 35 cents, according to a headline from a Crypto Basic Financial Expert project. Look, I don't try to predict the market. Maybe that will occur, perhaps not. However, I will say this. When the market recovers its previous momentum, individuals with confidence will be the ones to benefit from XRP. And XRP is showing a lot of confidence. Whales. Even if the price of XRP drops temporarily. Has this information altered my investment thesis? Does this new information alter your investment thesis for XRP? Will the underlying value of XRP change if speculators drive the price down? No, of course not. Of course not. To worry about this, I need to see a genuine fundamental shift. Even if speculators are simply being speculators, and XRP is just following the rest of the cryptocurrency market, it makes no difference. And, as is always the case, the astute investors recognize this. Here's the news that everyone in the crypto community has been waiting for. Major investors have amassed over 1.5 billion XRP. I won't bother reminding you that the total amount of XRP in circulation will eventually reach zero. And it's deflationary since there's a finite supply of XRP and the price of one XRP once reached about $4. This occurred almost 6 years ago. When you were first getting your feet wet, there were less than 700,000 accounts. Thus, at any given time, less than 1% of the world's population had XRP. Still unpredictable, still almost $4, and still almost no people involved. What do you believe will happen if more and more people start using crypto, like we are seeing now? Many larger holders out there probably already factor this into their calculations. But look at this! This is what the piece says. Even though the network has seen a consistent decrease in whale transactions, whale and shark addresses on the XRP ledger have amassed more than 1.5 billion XRP since last October. According to a report by Sentiment, a market intelligence platform, addresses holding between 100,000 and 100 million XRP have increased their holdings over the past year. And let me halt right now to comment on this. Simply reading it could improve your health. You might be wondering why there have been less whale transactions, as you call them, if all you're doing is reporting that the price has remained stable. In this case, neither of these alternatives is true. What were the years 2022 and 2021 like in your mind? Well, 2021 crypto, you was our plan B. I mean, we had. But there are an amazing amount of people and organizations involved in the crypto space. What with their laser eyes and diamond hands and all that nonsense. It's louder than ever before. Okay, but that hardly comes as a surprise after you've repeated the process 4 times. Yeah. However, you might also witness an unbelievable quantity of loudness in the midst of turmoil and anarchy. So, 2022 brought us what? Think things can't get any worse at the end of the year? Consider the Terra Luna situation. 3 years of money, Voyager, Block 5, recall all this, and then the end of the year arrives. The truth about FTX being a Ponzi scheme eventually emerges. Then there was the fall, and it was the lowest point. However, even though the prices were falling, we'd have liked to see them rise. This led to a surge in activity, and, it should come as no surprise, larger transactions than usual. And suddenly, you were filled with dread. You will, therefore, experience increased market engagement, for better or worse. Then, a year like this happens to you. It's encouraging to see us making progress toward recovery. Consider where we were in terms of Bitcoin and XRP prices at the beginning of this year, and where we are now. I am overjoyed to see that. However, there are noticeably fewer viewers. Because of this, the local whale population and the larger holders have been exploited. That's just because less people are paying attention, though. Vi-wise, you're not you. You're just, well, different. Again, I want to be crystal clear that this is not meant as a criticism. I can't believe it. These kinds of people represent the staunch believers. These purchases have been made by people who are sure of what they are doing. Despite a significant decrease in whale transactions on the network compared to the levels experienced in 2021 and 2022, it would be very appreciated if the consensus remained that these important shark and whale addresses on the XRP ledger had continued to amass more XRP tokens. As of October 9, 2022, the data reveals that the total XRP balance in these wallets was $7.16 billion, which is equivalent to 13.84 billion XRP tokens. And I will use a round number here, about 51 cents at the time, and this cumulative holding has increased since then. For the latest data, these addresses now hold $7.89 billion worth of XRP. This balance amounting to $15.37 billion XRP against the price of roughly 51 cents at the time of Sandman's disclosure. And so, guys, what I find intriguing, and I think more telling here, is not the current price itself. It's volatile, it's going to change a little bit, but rather the continued increase in total holdings from $13.84 billion to $15.37 billion each piece. The announcement verifies that these IPs have acquired between 1.5 and 3 billion XRP. They have been steadily amassing XRP since October and now control 26.8% of the total supply, up from 24.1% a year earlier. So, what ended up occurring? Many different types of people have been engaged in panic selling recently, but if you want to know who the real panic sellers are, you have to ask. If someone is buying your XRP, though, who is it? Also, if you're one of the folks who is panicking and selling because they were scared, I have no idea what's best for you, so I don't care what you do. My expertise is not in this area at all, but I'm merely taking note. You may or may not be one of the folks who are panic selling, but you must be wondering if you are. I don't understand why they'd want that from you. Because you're worried it'll keep falling, I suppose. Exactly what does the other party stand to gain from this exchange? The minds of these folks befuddle me. Well, plainly they are betting against you and expecting it to rise in the long run. So, absolutely, smaller accounts were involved, and many of them sold in a panic. Because of this, the value of XRP rose. Also, a reduction in the value of everything else. However, there are still humans involved. Where do they complete the exchange? That's why I'll never act like the usual retail speculator who bases major financial decisions on things like the price of gasoline. I'm definitely not going to work. There is absolutely zero possibility of us carrying out this plan. Keep going, thanks. The mood graph elucidates even further how these wallets have been saving up. The most dramatic increase in their holdings inside this cycle occurred during this time, and wouldn't you know it, it's a capitulation of an FTX collapse. This increased buying of XRP began in November 2022, right in the middle of the FTX implosion. The current situation prevented me from purchasing XRP, which remains my largest single cryptocurrency holding. So, I described my current activities. The shopping frenzy included me. I dropped a pretty penny on a wide variety of alternative coins, and you can bet that nobody stopped talking about it. As a result, widespread panic selling has ensued. I tried to save money while I shopped, and I'm happy I did. The argument isn't that XRP is special in this regard. You're not a collective crypto, that's simply how people felt, but that's what was occurring with XRP. Obviously it was. People were placing bets on XRP having legal certainty in the future even before it did, as it does now. To be continued in peace. On November 6, 2022, their holdings increased from 24.28% to 25.96% of the total XRP supply, the 29th of December. Based on this surge, it appears that the address has amassed almost 960 million XRP in just 2 months. Prior to XRP's triumph in court in the middle of July, their relative value was stable. Settlement showed that this trend of buildup persisted, despite a decrease in whale transactions worth more over $100,000. Between 2000 and 2021, the average number of daily whale transactions was 9,000. Between April and May 2021, the network experienced notable increases in these transactions, with the number reaching a high of 28,000 on April 21st. So, what was I saying earlier in the video? XRP hit a high of just under $2 in April. That April 21st figure tied the previous high for the market cycle at 28,000 transactions. However, this is due to widespread market optimism that will ever go through similar times again. Since I have no say over where the market is at any given time, it's crucial for me to just sit here and do nothing as it goes through its inevitable ups and downs. I can't influence that in any way. Consequently, I could care less. I'm not moved in any way by it. But I plan to enjoy myself, and I can't wait until we reach the ecstatic phase. The best thing of being a crypto is discovering that you're not actually involved in crypto most of the time. But, in the end, it's going to get here. I felt compelled to mention this, since the current decline in the price of XRP is likely to make some people feel worse about themselves. What part of that does XRP's legal uncertainty play in? And it continues to be that way. The short answer is XRP. Nothing about XRP's functionality is unique or problematic. Without absolute legal certainty, we're in a better position presently, and I think XRP's current value would be significantly lower if it weren't for that legal clarity. In spite of this, XRP is still slightly higher than it was before it had legal certainty, and Bitcoins are lower in value, so I wouldn't be surprised if the price were closer to 30 cents right now. This should tell you that there are more people investing in XRP than you
might think. The harm done by the SEC over the past 2.5 years cannot be undone with a wave of the hand. But I think if we just give it some time, things will sort themselves out. That is a major component of my anticipation. And now we wait to see what develops. Nonetheless, I think it's very fascinating to watch all this, despite the fact that XRP has fallen along with the rest of the cryptocurrency market. Take a look at the behavior of the wealthiest investors in relation to XRP. They have been buying, but they are doing nothing with it. I'm not opposed to witnessing the occasional teeny tiny baby boo, but please don't ask me for investment advice. Nothing I say should influence any trades you make, correct? That is a terrible suggestion. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later. Bye.